Hey everyone, welcome back to Drive It Out. My name is Adam and we are here at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show, and we have found some really awesome vehicles here, many 2024s and some 2025s. Really good show this year. This here is no exception, guys. This is the all-new Santa Fe from Hyundai. It's a completely new design and these are available starting now in 2024. So let's talk a little bit about this. This is a very interesting idea from Hyundai because they do make the Palisade, which is that kind of cousin vehicle or vehicle related to the Kia Telluride, and that is a three-row midsize SUV. This is also a three-row midsize SUV, so you kind of have two horses in the stable, have very similar traits, but they look completely different. Clearly, the Hyundai Palisade still is not very old, so you're probably familiar with that and its design. It is nothing edgy like this. This new Santa Fe is much different than the design language on most of what else Hyundai offers. But let's talk about this. As I said, it is a three-row SUV, it's a family SUV. What are some differences, some things of note here other than the styling? Basically, under the hood, your only option is going to be a four-cylinder. Now, this is a 2.5 liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine, 277 horsepower. You can tow up to 4,500 pounds with this thing. That is not bad, but that is the biggest engine you're going to be able to get. There's no V6 here like they offer in the Palisade. So you're making a smaller engine, you're force feeding it, and you're making it do a little more work. So there are traits that come with a vehicle like that. It's probably going to feel a little harsher when it drives. You're making an engine, a smaller engine, do more work. But if you are all about fuel efficiency and you can keep your foot out of it, that's where that four-cylinder is going to do you favors. So here, with this being a three-row, it is rather long. It is similar in length to the Palisade, but it is much shorter looking to your eyes. So supposedly it's actually a little bit higher because of that thick luggage rack up there, but to your eye, the way they've designed it, that black on the bottom and this two-tone paint, it looks a little bit more trim. But let's talk about what you're getting here. I said three-row, right? But here's the difference between the third row here and in the Palisade. You only have two seats back here, two seat belts in that third row, right? And that's a big deal. So that means you can't get up to 8 passengers in here, right? So as you look through here, you'll see you have two front seats, you have two captain's chairs in the second row, and you have two seats in the back. Only two seat belts here. There's no middle seat in that third row. So this can be configured as a 5-passenger vehicle with no third row. You just end up with a bench seat in the second row and two front seats. Or it can be a 6-passenger vehicle, as this one is, with those captain's chairs in the middle. Or you can go for the bench seat in the middle and you can get up to being a 7-passenger vehicle. So that is where it stops. The Palisade's going to get you 8 seats. This does not. But they have added some really cool features in here. I don't know if you can look in here and see, but the third row passengers are going to have a few more niceties in here. Not only do they get their own vents, which everybody's pretty good about giving to third row passengers now, but you do have some controls with this knob here. Control fan speed and turn your AC on and off back here. That's quite good. You got good power, you got Type-C input back here. These third row actually reclines a little bit. That's pretty awesome. You're not stuck in a tough position if you're back here. You can go back fairly far with that, and that's good, but you fold it down and you're gonna have great storage. You have buttons here that control folding down your second row seats. So the third row goes down by hand, but the second row is done with buttons, with power. Let's go around here and let's see what the interior is like for the driver. So again, this is all new design, complete departure from the Santa Fe's you know previously. Take a look in here, and they've done a really pretty design here with the two-tone. Now, if you're a light-colored interior person, I hope you don't wear jeans because these seats are going to turn blue really, really fast. But when it's new, it looks quite nice. They've done a good job in there. Some delicate touches. I like what they've done with the lighting around the dash. I like what they've done with the screens and how they kind of wrap toward the driver, and they're not just pasted on there like a flat iPad of sorts or anything like that. The center console is interesting, giving you nice storage underneath, and overall it looks quite nice in here. I think it's going to be quite a bit different of a driving experience compared to the Palisade. But I tell you what, I can't deny that I do not like the shifter in here compared to the Palisade. Now the Palisade is giving you buttons over here. They've done away with that, which is interesting because its sister vehicle, the Telluride, has an actual shifter, but the Palisade gets you a button. Over here, if you can reach around and spy or see through here, they have this big stalk here for shifting in and out of gears. You got the button on the end, which, you know, if that's all you have over here, maybe can make sense, but it's really crowded with these other lever up here and all the buttons they've added to the steering wheel, plus they've given you paddle shifters. I don't know, guys. I'm not out driving it on the road, but there is a lot going on here. So maybe once you get used to it, you know, your hands are always gonna be, if you're driving in a traditionally correct manner, you should have your hands right here at 9 and 3 anyway, and your paddle shifters are right there, your stalks are right here. But anytime I'm in a car where it's crowded with multiple stalks over here, there's other companies that have done that, I start to get a little annoyed. So it'd be interesting to see what people think of that shifter mechanism that's up here on the steering column. But outside of that, I like how they've given you good screens, but they also have given you decent buttons as well. So the layout here with the climate control is nice, decent buttons. I like when they give you good buttons with texture on the steering wheel. I'm not going to complain about that. You've got memory seats in here, settings 1 and 2. It's a very nice place to be. I like what they've done with the materials on the dash. It looks really sharp. But guys, what do you think about this? If you're looking for a family SUV, what are you cross-shopping it with? Clearly, if you're there in the same showroom floor, you're going to be cross-shopping it with a Palisade, and it's kind of just two completely different flavors, but they serve a lot of the same purposes. So you're going to have to check that out. But you also probably want to cross-shop some SUVs that Mazda, Honda, Toyota has the Grand Highlander, which is really similar to this in powertrain options, 4-cylinder or 4-cylinder hybrid. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think of the new design? Maybe the new design is just a little too bold for you. When they make a design like this, I like it when they do two-tone. I think it looks sharp. The white and the black looks cool here. And Hyundai is pretty good at making a nice driver experience and passenger experience inside. So I definitely think you should take a look. But again, we are here at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show. Excited to look at so many new vehicles. Check out our other reviews. Thank you for watching this one, and we will see you in the next review.